Ipchilidach. Hello and welcome once again to Antigonish Arena for day number 3 of the 2023 Scotia Minor Hockey League U15AA Championship Tournament. We're down to the final 4. It's semi-final action here from Antigonish Arena as the number 2 seed South Shore Lumberjacks take on the number 3 seed Yarmouth Mariners. Before we go any further in our pregame, we must take a moment to acknowledge that Antigonish Arena, the town of Antigonish, and the entire region covered by the Scotia Minor Hockey League all lie within the ancestral, unceded territory of Mi'kma'ki. The Lumberjacks, as mentioned, the number 2 seed, they came through the round robin with a 3-1 record, earning victories in their first 3 games. And those were wins over the Acadia Axemen by a score of 2-1. They then defeated the Straight Richmond Pirates 3-2, so after Friday they were 2-0. Saturday morning, they played their first game against the West Hants Warriors, won that one 1-0. So then they had a 3-0 record coming into their final game. They knew they could finish no worse than second when that game started, and dropped that decision 4-0 to the Truro Bearcats. That brings them to today's semi-final action. For the Yarmouth Mariners, they had a bit of a different ride to get here as the number 3 seed. They started off with a 5-4 victory over Truro on Friday, followed that up with a 2-2 tie against the Acadia Axemen, so they were 1-0-1 going into day number 2. They started off the second day with a 3-2 loss to the Cape Breton West Islanders, who are playing in the other semifinal going on right now over at the Keating Millennium Center Auxiliary Arena. That brought them to 1-1-1 and took them into a must-win game against the Antigonish Bulldogs. A tie would do them no good. It was tied late in the game. They were able to get a goal in the third period to make it 3-2. They added one more and won that game by a score of 4-2. And as a result, finished the round robin with a record of 2-1-1, good for 5 points, and good for third place in the round robin standings. The Bulldogs, despite that loss, ended up advancing to the semifinals as well as the number 4 seed by virtue of more goals scored than the other team that was also 1-1-2, that being the West Hants Warriors. The Bulldogs and Warriors had to go to the 4th tiebreaker determinant in order to decide which team was going to be playing here today, or over at Antigonish Arena, or over at Keating Millennium Center today, rather. The Bulldogs and the West Hants Warriors both finished 1-1-2 for 4 points. The first tiebreaker, head-to-head, they played each other. That was one of each of their 2 ties. Next tiebreaker, which team had more wins? Well, they both were 1-1-2. Next tiebreaker was goal ratio. Their goal ratios were identical, as Antigonish had scored the same number of goals as they had given up. The Warriors had scored the same number of goals that they had given up. So the next tiebreaker, which is goals for, went the way of the Antigonish Bulldogs 9-7, as we are underway here at the Antigonish Arena. And so it was that 4th tiebreaker that gave Antigonish the number 4 seed, and they are playing the Cape Breton West Islanders. Again, that game is over on the Keating Millennium Center Auxiliary Arena. We do have a camera crew over there. We unfortunately do not have play-by-play there, but we are here and ready to roll this morning. And there's a shot right on, taken by Bizot, and the save made by goaltender Rylan LeBlanc. He comes in with a record of 1-1 in his 2 starts through the round robin, a 3.5 goals against average after giving up 7 goals in those 2 games. At the other end of the ice, we will see Logan Eisner with the start for the Lumberjacks, as there is Eisner making a save on a shot taken by Christensen. Eisner in his 2 games has 2 victories, a 0.5 goals against average. He gave up just 1 goal in one of his wins, the other win coming by way of a shutout. Here's Beliveau with the puck. He'll work it ahead. for Heartland. That pass a little bit beyond his reach, and it's turned the other way by Blinn. Yarmouth in their gold jerseys with the blue numbers and blue bottom of the arms on the trim. Lumberjacks, as the home team, are in their white jerseys and will defend the net to your broadcast left for the first and third periods. Puck is dumped down into the South Shore zone, and covering up the puck and hanging on for a face-off is Eisner with 1:42 gone here in the first period. Mariners, Lumberjacks did not face each other in the round-robin portion of the tournament. The other semifinal, which has Cape Breton West taking on Antigonish, they also did not face each other in the semifinal. For Yarmouth, they do have a potential rematch in their if they make it to the championship game. Either way, they will be facing a team that they have already faced this weekend. For South Shore, if they make it to the championship game, either way, they will not see a team that they have already faced this weekend. With the puck down below his own goal line, there is Connor McLeod. He'll play it ahead. Sent across by Roberts, but that pass intercepted. Now Ben LeBlanc will bring it back in across the line. LeBlanc tries to make a pass. That gets broken up. Puck held in at the line there by Churchill. Now it's in on to goaltender Logan Eisner, and he'll again make the save and hang on for a face-off with 2:39 gone here in the first period. I apologize for the sniffles. I've spending several hours in rather cold rinks over the last few days. Actually, over the last few weeks, I've spent a lot of time in rinks. And I think it's starting to catch up a little bit there. Amiro holds the puck in at the line. Now a chance for D'Entremont, that being Lex D'Entremont. The save made again by Eisner. And bringing the puck out is Beliveau. He tries to work his way around Amiro. He will take the puck down into the corner. Takes a bit of a bump there from Christensen. Beliveau still with the puck, though. He'll get it to the front of the net. There's a chance for Tipton. And the save made by goaltender Rylan LeBlanc, and he will hold on for a face-off with 3:15 gone here in the first period. For the Mariners, one lineup note, not in the lineup this evening, or this afternoon. What time of day is it? Where are we? Who am I? A lot of very important questions that I just don't have the answer to anymore. It is number 55 who is not in the lineup, and I unfortunately have lost his name. Just give me a second, I'll find him. With the puck now is Heartland. There's a shot that goes into the end glass. I don't see a 55 on here. I see no number 23, Jake Sanford, not in the lineup today. Face-off will come outside the Yarmouth blue line. Four, 5, 6, 8, 9. Yes, it's Jake Sanford who is not in the lineup today for the Yarmouth Mariners. He is on the bench with the team, but not available to play for today's game. For the Lumberjacks, I don't see Levi Hebb. Heb not in the lineup for today's game. It looks like they have the rest of their squad. As bringing the puck ahead, there was Nippard. He'll dump it in. It comes off the boards to be gathered in there by Risser. He'll play it around to the near side. Risser did miss a game earlier this weekend, but is back in the lineup now as the puck goes down the ice. Tipton gets to it in the corner. He takes a bump as he tries to bring the puck out of the corner. That allows the Mariners defense to get it, but they cannot clear as it's picked up there by Feener, who apparently is celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday to Rylan Feener. Puck comes to the line. McLeod will play it back down into the corner. And we're going to get our first penalty of the game when the Mariners touch the puck. And as they do, we get the indication of a holding penalty with 5:30 gone here in the first period. And it looks like it's going to be Carter Amiro going off for that holding penalty. So the Lumberjacks will get the first power play of the game. So far through the tournament, they are 3 for 15 with the man advantage, good for 20%. While the penalty kill of the Yarmouth Mariners, they have successfully killed off 9 out of 12 shorthanded situations, which is good for 75% efficiency so far this weekend. D'Entremont holds the puck in and now is trying to bring it to the front of the net while shorthanded. There's Lex D'Entremont with a chance, save, or it was blocked. Now it comes to Christensen. He gets a shot away, and the save made by Eisner. He will hang on for a face-off as the Lumberjacks, despite being on the power play, get hemmed into their own zone here with 31 seconds gone in that penalty to Carter Amiro. Getting the puck is Risser. He'll take it behind his own net. Now he'll start to work his way out. Has Beliveau heading out to center ice, but he'll just play it to the near side wall. Jowdry will pick up there. Jowdry just across the red line, gets it up to Hartland. He'll bring it in across the line, work it towards the right wing boards. Now back to the middle. Gets the pass across for Jowdry. It goes off his stick into the corner. Comes to the line, held in at the line by Risser. There's a shot. Getting a piece of it there was LeBlanc, steering it over into the near side wall. Comes to the line for two. He fires a shot, and that gets steered over to the far wall. Back to the line. Risser, his D-to-D pass is broken up there by Christensen, who will bring the puck out. Fire it into the Lumberjack zone. It'll come off the end wall with 43 seconds left to go in the man advantage. Roberts can't take the puck cleanly on the pass. It's picked up instead by Hartland. He'll skate it along his own blue line. Now play it back. Pass ahead up the wall comes to Beliveau. Beliveau goes far side with it for Hartland. He brings it in across the blue line, sends it down into the corner where it'll be picked up by Roberts. Roberts gets tied up there by, I believe that was Gates. Yes, I see now that it was indeed Gates. Puck comes to the line and just held onside. Now Roberts works to get it down for Beliveau, but that's broken up. Puck comes out to center. And hustling back to get on the puck there is Turton. He'll play it around to the far side where Vaughn will gather it in. Vaughn with the lead pass for Feener. The birthday boy stops and turns at center. He'll play it across to the far side. Vaughn goes trying to chip it ahead, but Carter Amiro, who just came out of the penalty box, was able to get his stick on the puck, get it in across the line. Now he'll work it deep into the corner. He'll go off on a change with 7:13 left to go in the first period. Still looking for the first goal of the game here. Pass ahead for Feener. He'll get it across just out of the reach of Bond, excuse me. I could remember it was a 4-letter name that ended with a D. Just got the wrong one. Here's DeViller. His shot blocked by Lipset. Puck comes to Fitzgerald. He has it taken off of his stick, and now not able to hold it in at the line was Nippard. Able to get to it, though, was Amiro. Now Tipton in across the Yarmouth blue line. Tipton tries to get it to the front of the net for Bizo. His pass was broken up. Now a shot from the line by McLeod. That's blocked. And the Mariners finally will get it and get it out to center. Jaden D'Entremont will send it down into the South Shore zone, and we're going to get an icing call against Yarmouth with 6:24 left to go here in the first period. The out of building scoreboard, as it's not out of town. In fact, it's barely a 5-minute walk down the road, the Antigonish Bulldogs lead the Cape Breton West Islanders 1-0 in that other semifinal. The goal coming just a minute and 25 seconds in. Marlo King scoring for the Bulldogs to give them the early lead. And there's a goal for the South Shore Lumberjacks to give them an early lead as well. As tucking the puck in was Jacob Beliveau with 8:42 gone in the first period. And for Beliveau, that is his first goal and first point of the tournament. And South Shore with the 1-0 lead here just a little bit beyond the midway point of the first period. Shot blocked off the blocker of LeBlanc. Now here comes Deal. Risser and Jowdry with the assist. So once again, that is Jacob Beliveau, first goal, first point of the tournament, assisted by Owen Risser and Caleb Jowdry at 8:42 of the first period. Face off inside the Yarmouth zone with 5:49 left to go in period number 1. Mariners able to get possession and bring the puck out. This is Lex D'Entremont working his way down. He gets the puck to the front of the net. That pass just a little bit out of the reach of Colby Dion. There are 2 D'Entremonts, 2 Dions, and 3 LeBlancs in the Yarmouth roster. So by times I may end up just referring to those players by their first names, just in the determination of expediency sometimes. Right now there's Colby Dion with the puck. He'll throw it to the front of the net. Nobody there except for white jerseys. And now Bizot will get the puck passed out. It comes out of the zone. Jaden D'Entremont went to bring it back in, but it would have been an offside, so he couldn't touch the puck. Now Lex D'Entremont once again plays it down deep into the South Shore zone. Vaughn with the puck. He takes a bump. Jaden D'Entremont, who as an AP call-up has 5 goals so far in this tournament. And we're going to get a penalty. Tripping is the indication against South Shore, and it looks like it may be trying to get the number here. Looks like it's going to be Vaughn who goes off. With 4:46 left to go in the first period. So the Mariners get their first power play of the game. They have not been successful on a power play yet this weekend. They are 0 for 13. Meanwhile, the penalty kill of the South Shore Lumberjacks has been very good, killing off 11 of 12. That's 91.6% efficiency to this point in the weekend. Here's Amiro with the puck. He goes to play it down the wall, but it ends up going over the wall and over the glass and out of play. 1:37 left to go in the Mariner man advantage. 4:22 remaining here in the first period. Quick scheduling note for us here on AO Live, Atlantic Hockey Online. Next weekend will be a very busy weekend for AO Live and Atlantic Hockey Online, as we will be in 6 venues across the Atlantic region, bringing you the Atlantic Championships for the U13, U15, and U18 male and female AAA Atlantic Championships. Our crews will be in 2 locations. We'll be at the Member 2 Arena in Cape Breton for the U18 female Atlantics, and we'll also have a crew in Port Hawkesbury for the U13 female Atlantics. There's another shot right on and a save made by Eisner, and he'll hang on for a face-off. 59 seconds left to go in the Lumberjack penalty. AO Live, Atlantic Hockey Online, will also be in O'Leary, Prince Edward Island for the U15 male. New Brunswick for the U15 female. I can't remember the exact location. Fredericton, New Brunswick for the U18 male. And Paradise, Newfoundland, Labrador for the U13 male Atlantic Championships. Face off in the Lumberjack zone here with 51 seconds left to go in the power play. Face off to the right of goaltender Logan Eisner, who again has only given up 1 goal in 2 games so far. Now, with 3:26 left in the period, he's almost down to 1 goal in 7 periods. Pass comes across to Colby Dion. Dion brings it in across the line, gives to Christensen. He'll use the boards to send it in behind the net for Lex D'Entremont. Lex tries to get it out. Now to the front of the net, but Bizot is there to break that up, and he will get it beyond Gates and down the length of the ice. 20 seconds left in the power play. Hartland wins the race to the puck. He gets possession and kills a few more seconds off. Now the puck is picked up by Gates after Hartland gets bumped off the puck. Gates will bring the puck ahead as the penalty is about to come to an end. Vaughn steps out onto the ice, and we are back to 5-on-5. Gates works the puck down into the corner, gets it to the front of the net. It comes to Colby Dion. His shot is blocked by Turton. Another shot. That time the save was made by Eisner. Puck comes to the line. Shot from the point there, taken by Caden Dion, and the save made again by Logan Eisner, and he'll hang on for another face-off. 2:28 left to go in the first period. Format for today's semifinal games and the final, same as it has been throughout the rest of the weekend. 2 15-minute periods separated by a quick change. Then after the second period, a flood, and then another 15-minute period. So 3 15s altogether. Throughout the round-robin portion of the tournament, if we had a tie at the end of regulation, obviously it was able to stay that way, as was obvious from the fact that we had a grand total of 3 ties throughout the round-robin. All of them, or 4 ties, excuse me, throughout the round-robin. 3 of the 4 coming on day 1. The last one between Truro and West Hants, the fact that it ended in a tie actually ended up eliminating both teams. If either of them had won that game, that team would be playing in a semifinal right now, but because it ended tied, they both kind of lost. Just the way it worked out. We mentioned that for the West Hants Warriors, they missed out because Antigonish lost by 2 in their game against the Mariners. If Antigonish had lost by 3, then West Hants would be playing against Cape Breton West right now. But because Antigonish lost by 2 and not by 3, the West Hants Warriors got eliminated based on the fact that they didn't score as many goals. There's a chance in front for De Viller, but it was steered away as we get down to 79 seconds left to go. Finishing the thought that I started with, though, obviously with these being semifinals and then the gold medal game, there will not be a tie to end the game. We will have to have a winner. So we're going to start talking about the overtime format now on the off chance that it has to happen. But again, with 4 games out of 18 ending tied already this weekend, the chances of a game ending tied after 45 minutes, a little bit better than negligible. So the format will be a quick 2-minute break, then a 5-minute 5-on-5 period, a quick 2-minute break if nobody scores 5-on-5, then a 5-minute 4-on-4 period. Then if we remain tied, we go to the skills competition, also known as a shootout. So again, a 5-on-5 overtime for 5 minutes, a 4-on-4 overtime for 5 minutes, and then the shootout if those first 2 periods of overtime do not solve anything. 43.3 seconds left to go in the first period here, with it being a 1-goal game. Christensen able to get the puck out to center, but it's dumped right back in again by Risser. Now the puck comes around to the near corner. Turton pinching in from the point to try and get a stick on it. It comes to the line. Risser with the shot from the point. That goes just up over the crossbar. Now a shot from Feener. Getting a piece of that was LeBlanc. Puck comes to the near side. Another shot. Another save made by LeBlanc. And now Lex D'Entremont, or sorry, that wasn't D'Entremont. That was Gates who got the puck out to center. Now working ahead with it. That was Lex D'Entremont. Puck ends up in the Yarmouth bench, and we'll get a stoppage with 7 seconds left to go here in period number 1. With the scoreline 1-0 here, it is still 1-0 over at the Keating Millennium Center as well. We will keep you up to date on the score of that game throughout the early afternoon here. Again, the winner of that game will be coming over to this arena for the championship game at 3 o'clock this afternoon, which we will also have for you right here on AO Live, Atlantic Hockey Online, produced by Petter Sports and Streaming. At the end of one period of play, it is the South Shore Lumberjacks 1, Yarmouth Mariners no score, and we will head into period number 2. Pretty entertaining period of hockey to get things started here, as you would expect from a semi-final game. When we look at the regular season standings, see if I can pull those up here. There we go. Let's see if we can find them. When we look at the regular season standings, the Lumberjacks finished the regular year second in the league with a record of 14-5-5. The Mariners finished the regular season in fourth place with a record of 10-9-5. The one team that was not expected to make the semifinals were seventh out of the 10 teams in the, or seventh out of the 9 teams in the league, the Bulldogs. They were able to work their way up. The one team in the top 4 who did not make it to the semifinals were actually the number 1 seed coming into the tournament, the Pictou County Crushers. After a great year, they finished their weekend with a record of just 1-2-1 as their goal scoring seemed to disappear after being the league's top scoring team. I don't have a dog in the fight, as the expression goes, but so I'm going to call it like I saw it, and that did not look like an offside to me with 30 seconds gone. Am I good? My hand is up in the air. Oh, okay, I can put it back down now. All right. Beliveau brings the puck in across the line. Gets a shot away. That goes off a stick and way up over the glass. Now to play. We'll get another stoppage here. 43 seconds gone here in the second period. When we talk about that number 1 seed, the Crushers, and their goal-scoring woes, other than their game against Acadia, where they were able to put up a 9 spot, in their other 3 games, they managed just 4 goals, losing 2 of those games by scores of 2-1, and tying the other one 2-2. So it's not that their defense gave up on them. They gave up 2 goals in every one of their 4 games. There's a shot off the side of the net, and the net ends up coming loose. So we'll get another stoppage with 1:01 gone. As fans here got a little excited when they saw the net move, or saw the mesh of the net move, but the puck hit the net on the outside, not the inside. So when the net came dislodged, the faceoff does stay inside the Yarmouth zone as we played just over a minute here in the second period. Feener in the corner takes a bump from Blinn as the 2 captains battle there. Now Fitzgerald is in there as well with, I believe that's Hartland. Can't quite see the number on the Lumberjack. I actually see it now. It's Bizot. Bizot has the puck, just get away from him. Gates will work it up and just past the South Shore defense and down the ice. Not hard enough for an icing. Hustling to get onto the puck there was Tipton, but it's actually reached first by DeViller. Now it comes back out to center. Blinn with it right at his own blue line. He gets tripped up a little bit there. And then DeViller able to... I was given a note yesterday on how to pronounce his name. Unfortunately, I ended up misplacing that note, so now I can't, and I can't access Facebook this morning. I'm having some issues, so if you try to send me that note again, whomever it was, and again, I'm sorry, I can't remember the name. Anyway, Fitzgerald has the puck right now. I'm going to see if I can find that note. As the puck is sent out. All right. Okay, let's see if I can. It is DeViller, yeah, okay. Puck goes around to the far side wall. There's a shot save made by Eisner. Looked like the defenseman was going to tuck the puck into his goalie and then made the decision to go the other way with it. Now here's Beliveau. He has the puck knocked off his stick. Following up, Hartland can't get the pass through Caden Dion, who makes a nice defensive play there. Now in behind the net, Beliveau looks to get the puck ahead. It does come out to the high slot, but Dion was there to knock it away, and now coming out with it is Nippard. Nippard in across the blue line. Has it stolen from him by Hartland. Roberts is out for a pass to Springham, but pass not able to get sent. Now Blinn with it in his own zone. Ellie Blinn gets it ahead there to Gordon Deal, who gets it in across the line. It comes back out. Deal will dump it back in again. And picking it up deep in his own zone is Risser. Risser clears the puck down the ice. Waiting for it at his own blue line was Gates. He plays it through neutral ice, and getting it at his own blue line was Turton. Now the Mariners back on it. Blinn will dump it down deep into the South Shore zone. Risser takes it behind his own net as we near 4 minutes gone in the second period. There's a shot save made by Eisner. Puck goes down to the end wall. Into the corner. Risser pokes it ahead. And the first one to get onto it there was Christensen. He couldn't get the puck under control, however. And the Lumberjacks are able to get it out to center. Picked up at his own blue line by Blinn. Blinn plays it ahead. Now they play ping pong on either side of the center ice line. Feener will come away with it and start to work it over to the far boards and then flip it into the Mariners zone where Gates will gather it in. 10:30 to go, second period. Around to the near side for Lex D'Entremont. He'll get it ahead to Colby Dion, who plays it out to center. That pass intercepted by Roberts. He'll send it back in, and Gates picks up yet again for the Mariners. Up the wall, Roberts there to intercept that. Sends it down low. Getting to it first below the goal line there was Blinn, just ahead of Bizot. Now coming out with it, Lex D'Entremont. He'll play it across to the far side for Christensen. Sawyer Christensen has it knocked off his stick. Puck will get to the blue line and be sent back down all the way into the Mariners zone. No icing, says the official, as Amiro goes back and gets it. Turton there on the forecheck, or rather that was Tipton, excuse me. Now Deal has the puck taken from him by Beliveau. Beliveau able to work to the center of the ice, couldn't get into position to get a shot away, and we're going to get a penalty against Yarmouth as Beliveau was held up, and it looks like it's going to be Sawyer Christensen who goes off for the holding with 9:39 left to go in the second period. So South Shore will get their second power play of the afternoon. As they already carry a 1-0 lead and are looking to extend on that here with the man advantage. Down below the goal line with the puck. Centering pass is broken up, and Deal able to get the puck down the length of the ice. Hustling to get to it is Vaughn. He will get there, but then coughs the puck up to Deal. Deal brings it out in front, gets a shot away, and Eisner makes the save. Now Vaughn will pick up and take it back behind his own net and start to work his way ahead. Vaughn coming up through center, takes it towards the left wing side, will dump the puck in, goes around the boards. Amiro will be the first one on it for the Mariners. Plays it up the wall the other way. Now back down into the corner yet again. Batted by Churchill. Bizo with it. Gets it down to Tipton. Tipton looking to get it in front for Beliveau. Beliveau being watched by Amiro as the pass comes to Bizo. Bizo just carries it out. Now gives to Toop. Toop takes a look, fires a shot. Beliveau tried to get a piece of it, and he may have, but the save still made by LeBlanc. And now we're going to have Toop take a penalty as he hauled down his man with 48 seconds left to go in the penalty to the Mariners. The Lumberjacks will now go down a man, so we'll be 4-on-4 for 48 seconds as Nicholas Toop shaking his head. I don't think he can be shaking his head at the fact that there was a penalty called there, as that was about as textbook an interference as you could call. So the Lumberjacks were trying to make a change, and then they said they didn't want to, but now they're going to have to. So Feener will come off the ice. Jowdry will stay on. There's a shot off of the stick of Gates. It goes just wide of the net. 35 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Puck gets to the line, held in again by Gates. He'll play it down into the corner. Goes all the way behind the net. DeViller. DeViller comes out from the below the goal line. Tries a sharp angle backhand shot. It went through the crease. And then a shot from the near side by Caden Dion. And the save made by Eisner with 7:58 left to go here in the second period. 19 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Bringing the puck ahead. Here comes Hartland. He's got Feener with him. Getting a stick on the puck for a moment there was Nippard. It goes down into the corner. Now Nippard will come away with it as he won the battle with Hartland. Nippard has his stick knocked by Hartland. Now Hartland gets the puck as we're into the Mariner power play. The penalty to Christensen has come to an end. Now a lead pass just out of the reach of Christensen, and that'll be an icing call against Yarmouth with 1:01 left to go in their power play, 7:27 remaining in the second period. Face-off back in the Mariner zone to the left of their goaltender, Rylan LeBlanc. It's going to be Tipton to take the draw for the Lumberjacks. Christensen will take the face-off for Yarmouth. South Shore may be shorthanded at the moment, but they do have an offensive zone face-off. Conversation over at the Mariner bench. Not quite sure what that was about, but whatever it was, the official says we're ready to play, so play on we do. As they battle down below the goal line, Mariners trying to work the puck free is the Lumberjacks doing a great job here. That's Bizo and Tipton, who killed a good 10 or 15 seconds minimum getting the puck tied up along that back wall. Now it's finally dumped in by Jaden D'Entremont. We mentioned he's an AP call-up. There's the puck dumped down right on to goaltender Rylan LeBlanc. We mentioned Jaden D'Entremont is, and now there's going to be a penalty against Yarmouth. And now the officials are going to discuss the hit delivered there by Gates and see what kind of a penalty gets called. And we'll wait and see what the determination is. as the player Gavin Bizo back to his feet, making his way back to the bench. As our officials discuss what the call on this play will be. And two minutes for boarding, if I read the referee's lips correctly. And the fact that nobody else is being asked to go over and serve anything, it looks like that is indeed what the call is going to be. So the Mariners, Max Gates gets 2 for boarding. So we'll play 16 seconds of 4-on-4 again. And then the Lumberjacks will be on their third power play of the afternoon. As now the referee over explaining the decision to the Mariner bench. As now the other referee will come over here to the South Shore bench and explain the decision as well. This is one of those situations where nobody's really happy. The Lumberjacks thinking that the call should have been more harsh. The Mariners thinking that Bizo perhaps turned into the hit or turned his back to the hit. We saw one of the Mariner players on their bench make an indication that it was a there's a shot as that goes up over the crossbar as the Mariners are once again shorthanded. The 4-on-4 has come to an end. Roberts takes the puck down into the corner. Takes a hit there from Amaro. Jaden D'Entremont not able to clear as the puck bounced off his stick. Now they tie up along the wall. 1:18 left to go in the power play. Puck gets to the line and out. McLeod will pick up there, play it right back in. Amaro back on it, and he will send it down the length of the ice. Settled there by Eisner with 1:05 left to go in the penalty. 5:45 left to go here in the second period. Puck in across the blue line. Picked up there by Caden Dion. He sends it down the ice. And back to get it again is Connor McLeod. McLeod lost his footing as coming in to deliver a hit was Fitzgerald. Fortunately, the hit didn't end up being as bad as it could have been, the way the player was falling as the contact was made. And again, that wouldn't have been Fitzgerald's fault necessarily. It was McLeod was already losing his footing and going down when Fitzgerald came in to deliver the hit. Now Feener gets away from one checker, but not away from the other, as Lex D'Entremont did a nice job of taking the puck from him momentarily. Toop was able to get it back for South Shore, however. Now it's played, and the pass just out of the reach of Vaughn, just as Gates comes out of the box. Gates hustling in. Now it's turned over to Lex D'Entremont. D'Entremont gets a shot away, but it's blocked with an important play there by Toop. And I don't know if my microphone picked that up, but we may need to find a doctor in the building. And now here comes Beliveau. Beliveau coming in, and a nice save made there by Rylan LeBlanc. It was one of the Lumberjack fans saying, I think somewhat in jest, "You're giving your mother a heart attack." As they battle along the end boards. Now still battling along the end boards, less than 4 minutes to go here in the second period. Puck is played out to center. Hartland will bring it in across the blue line. Fires a shot, he scores! Sam Hartland somehow able to find a little bit of room under Ryland LeBlanc. And with 11:21 gone here in the second period, Sam Hartland gets his third goal, 5th point of the tournament. And it's now 2-0. Hartland's second goal, third point of the, or second goal, or let me try this again. Third goal, 5th point of the tournament. There we go. If I could speak English, I believe I would. Now here comes Christensen. Feener with an assist. So that's Sam Hartland from Ryland Feener at 11:21 of the second period, and now we're going to get a penalty against Feener for tripping. So, thank you. South Shore will be shorthanded for now the third time in this game. Tripping the call there against Feener with 11:46 gone in the period. Here comes a chance now for Tipton coming in shorthanded, and the glove save made by Ryland LeBlanc to keep his team down only by 2. That's a big important save to try and keep his team within striking distance here. You look at the Lumberjacks, they've only given up 7 goals in the 4 games here this weekend. That's less than 2 goals a game, and the Mariners would need to score 2 goals in a little over a period to try and come back. But when you look at the Yarmouth Mariners and their scoring prowess this weekend, so far they have scored 13 goals in their 4 games. That's better than 3 goals a game. There's a chance, and it's steered away by Eisner. Down into the corner. Now it comes out to the top of the slot. Christensen couldn't get a stick on it, nor could Colby Dion. Now it gets to the line just out of the reach of Caden Dion. And a race for the puck. Tipton gets there just a hair after Carter Amiro. Amiro able to get it ahead. Colby Dion plays it forward there for Lex D'Entremont. For Christensen, my apologies. Christensen has it knocked off his stick, and the Lumberjacks get the puck, clear it down the ice. 40 seconds left to go in the penalty. Amiro back to get it. Roberts in on the forecheck. Roberts trying to tie up Amiro below the goal line. Amiro able to skate away from him. Gets a little bit of space. Gets the puck ahead to Christensen. He'll bring it in across the line. Drops it off for Amiro again. It's knocked away from him by Bond. Now the puck gets to the line, held in with a nice play there by Deal. Deal tries to stick handle his way around a Lumberjack defender, but it's intercepted and sent down the length of the ice. Just 8 seconds left now in the Yarmouth Mariner power play. Here's Gates working his way ahead. Gates gains center ice, now gains the Lumberjack zone. Gets the shot away, save made by Eisner, and the rebound will be cleared away by Feener as he's back on the ice after his penalty expired. Feener with the puck, in across the line. Cuts to the outside, stops, now plays it back to the line for Vaughn. We're into the final minute of period number 2. Shot blocked, and now here comes a chance for DeViller. DeViller coming in. DeViller with the move, but had the puck just roll off the backhand. Now another shot, and that one goes up over the crossbar. 40 seconds left to go in the second period. Puck launched down the ice. That will be an icing against South Shore with 35.2 seconds left to go here in the second period. Lumberjacks leading it by a score of 2-0. Just a quick note for those people wondering, the reason we've got just Jacks up on the scoreboard there, I tried to put in the full team name Lumberjacks, and the K and the S end up going right over the number on the scoreboard. So we're not doing it to be disrespectful of the team name. We're doing it because our scoreboard widget there just doesn't quite have the room. As the puck is Sent out to center. Here comes a chance for Beliveau. Beliveau coming in, gets the shot away. And the save made by LeBlanc. Beliveau maybe not getting quite as much on that shot as he would have hoped, as it looked like the puck was starting to get away from him a little bit there just before he took the shot. That will do it for the second period. The Lumberjacks get one in the first. They add a second one in the second. So we'll go into the second intermission with the score 2-0 for the South Shore over Yarmouth. We'll take a break, come back, get you ready for the third period in just a few minutes. In the meantime, you might want to check out the feed from over at the Auxiliary Arena as Antigonish continues to lead that semifinal 1-0. Again, the winner over there and the winner over here will meet at 3 o'clock this afternoon to determine a league champion and a league representative at the Day of Champions, hosted by Hockey Nova Scotia at the Rathieson Community Center coming up April 1st and 2nd. That will also be available on AO Live through Atlantic Hockey Online, as we will have a crew over there as well. Got to give a big shout out to Duncan McLeod, and I believe Noah Poirier is going to be there to do the call. We're still 100%, not 100% sure on that. Poirier checking on his availability, but either way, we will at least have video from that event. We're going to take a break. We'll come back, get you ready for that third period in just a few minutes. You are watching the 2023 Scotia Minor Hockey League Scotia Minor Hockey League Championship Tournament here on AO Live. I hope. Welcome back as we get ready for the start of the third period here between the South Shore Lumberjacks and the Yarmouth Mariners. Jacks are 15 minutes away from a spot in this afternoon's finals. The Mariners, do they have the comeback in them? Well, they got 15 minutes. We've got the two teams. I guess we're just going to play shinny, put up a couple of rubber boots at each end and play it old school. Why not? Let's do it. Set up some rubber boots. Let's go. Oh, there we go, yeah. Or turn the nets around, put out an extra attacker for each side, and you have to score by banking it off the end boards. There's another old school version. We're going to have officials. They always have to ruin it by showing up, don't they? I'm kidding. Anybody out there who's watching who is an official, let me be very clear. We very much appreciate what you guys do. It is a thankless job. The only time anybody ever wants to talk to you is if they want to complain to you. There are certain jobs like that in the world where the only time people want to talk to you is if they have a complaint. And the people who deal with those types of jobs, including on-ice officials, you people are fantastic. We wouldn't have games if we didn't have you guys. I mean that sincerely from the bottom of my heart. It is a great job that you guys do. It is very much appreciated. And most of the time, you go far too unappreciated as the third period gets underway here between the Lumberjacks, the Yarmouth Mariners. Quick look at the scoreboard from the game down the block. And Antigonish continues to lead Cape Breton West 1-0. Again, the winner there will bring their gear over here as there's a long lead pass for Christensen. He had to slow up enough to take the pass that Tipton was able to get back on the back check. Now Christensen does a lap of the zone, gets the puck in front. There's a shot, save made. Rebound, Donchamont can't get a shot away. And it's cleared out past the two defenders down the ice, and that'll be an icing with 42 seconds gone here in the third period. As we mentioned, for Yarmouth, if they make it to the championship game, whomever they face, it will be a rematch of a game from earlier this weekend for South Shore. In the event that they win, whomever they face, it will be a team they did not face earlier this weekend. As here comes Beliveau, bringing the puck down into the corner, takes it behind the net, into the far corner. Now tries to go cross ice with that pass. It goes off the leg of Blinn and all the way back down into the Lumberjack zone. Lips it back to pick up with just over a minute gone here in the third period. Pass intercepted by Christensen, and he's able to pick up the puck along the wall. As he tried to come out from the wall, though, it rolled off his stick, and the Lumberjacks get possession. Here comes Beliveau with the puck. He fires it in and off the stick of LeBlanc and up over the glass and out of play. We'll get a stoppage with 13:38 left to go here in the third period. If we have anyone watching from either the Pictou County or the Cole Harbour area, or anyone who is interested in the game between the Weeks and the Cole Harbour Pro Hockey Life Wolfpack for the U18 Major Nova Scotia Championship, Weeks lead it 3-0, getting into the latter or mid stages of the third period there in that one. Fitzgerald gets the puck down to the corner. Nippard gets it at the line, plays it back down the wall. Toop now sends it ahead again. Feener will get the puck and play it out to center. It goes through Nippard and down the ice into the corner, and that will be an icing with 1:57 gone here in the third period. I know we have a lot of people from Pictou County who tend to watch our broadcasts just because they like watching hockey. So if any of you from that Pictou County area are watching tonight or this afternoon, Weeks quick note as well, if the Wolfpack come back, we'll get to that in a moment as Roberts comes in on a breakaway. Roberts shoots and scores! Xander Roberts with his first goal, 5th point of the weekend. He had 4 assists in the tournament coming into this game, gets his first goal, and it's now 3-0 for the Jacks with just under 13 minutes left. And now the mountain, or the hill that the Mariners had to climb, now becoming a small mountain. As we mentioned, the Lumberjacks on average this weekend have given up less than 2 goals a game. The Mariners now need to try and solve them 3 times in less than a period. Feener, the birthday boy, gets his 2nd assist of the game. So again, that is Xander Roberts, his first goal, 5th point, assisted by Rylan Feener at 2:07 of the 3rd period. Christensen brings the puck in across the line, coming to the middle of the ice, gets it across, and Lex D'Entremont has that puck just roll off his stick. Now behind the net, puck is stolen from the Mariners by, I believe that was Tipton, or Turton rather. Now Tipton has the puck. He has it knocked off his stick as he gets bumped. McLeod trying to work it deep. He can't. Now McLeod gets it again. This time he does get it off the end boards. It goes behind the net. Blinn will pick up there for the Mariners. Played around to the near side. As it comes up the wall, McLeod knocks it down. And every time Connor McLeod touches the puck, I am reminded of a line from a big movie from the 1980s. I am Connor McLeod of the Clan McLeod. I was born in 1518 in the village of Loch Lalore, and I cannot die. And if you know that movie reference, you also know that that was maybe one of the best soundtracks of a movie of all times. I'm just saying. The movie itself has not aged well. I gotta say, I watched it again a couple of years ago. Not nearly as good of a movie as you remember it when you watched it back in the 80s. It's kind of cheesy now, but the soundtrack was, and always will be one of the great soundtracks of all time. Just saying. Feener with the puck. Trying to get away from the forecheck of the Mariners. Sorry for these little digressions. Here's the puck coming to the line. Nippard ends up slipping and falling, and the Lumberjacks are able to get the puck out to center as we got players falling around all over the place. Now Robert's stick gets tangled up in Colby Dion. Meanwhile, the puck comes down the ice. There's a shot, a save made. Deal over at the far wall. Can't get possession. DeViller, he can't get the puck out of the zone as Bond gets a shot away. Just over 4.5 gone here in the 3rd. Roberts can't take a shot as he takes a bump. The puck goes down into the corner. Beliveau trying to get away from Deal. Beliveau plays it back to the line. Across for Toop. Toop with the shot. He was looking for a deflection. It ended up being more of a slap pass down to Roberts. Roberts couldn't do much with it, though, from where he is. Now this time Toop with a shot on target. Just slightly over the target, though, with now 5 minutes plus gone here in the 3rd period. Comes to the front of the net for Roberts. Shot, save, rebound, save. And then Roberts gets knocked down. And his response to being knocked down is to point up at the clock, as Cole Harbour has scored to make it 3-1 in the 3rd period in that U18 Game 4 of the best-of-5 series. If Cole Harbour comes back and wins that game, we will have Game 5 of that best-of-5 series, a 1-game winner-take-all for the Nova Scotia U18 Major Hockey League Championship tomorrow here on AO Live through Petter Sports and Streaming. Christensen bringing the puck down the ice. Comes to the front of the net, cleared away there. Now D'Entremont, Lex D'Entremont can't get a shot through all the white jerseys. Feener loses his stick, throws his hands up in the air. yells something at the referee like he wanted a penalty. He's not going to get one, though. Might get one himself if he keeps chattering, as officials are not afraid to throw out the unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. They've had a few of them in this tournament. Puck comes out to center, as Feener showing some frustration just before he comes back to the bench. Tipton loses control of the puck. Lex D'Entremont has it knocked, that was Christensen getting it knocked off his stick. Now here comes a chance for Heartland. But a big play made by the defenseman for the Yarmouth Mariners, Churchill. He gets it ahead. Sam LeBlanc will send it down, or Ben LeBlanc rather, will send it down into the South Shore zone to the line, not out, held in there by Parker LeBlanc. As Ben LeBlanc delivers a check on, I believe that was Beliveau. Pass ahead, a little bit out of the reach of Parker LeBlanc. That will be an icing against Yarmouth. Weeks have just scored to make it 4-1, so it looks like perhaps we will not have that game tomorrow. Face-off will be down in the Yarmouth zone to the left of goaltender Rylan LeBlanc, as both players along the boards end up getting a little too close into the circle. Lines person tells them to go back, and they do, and then we drop the puck, and we're down to 8:10 left to go. Blinn plays it up the wall to Deal. Deal can't get it out of the zone. Feener will pick up now. Feener sends the puck deep. Mariners pick up. It's around the boards. McLeod pinching in. Couldn't get the puck. He overskated it, but the Lumberjacks still able to keep it deep in the zone. Now Blinn picks up behind his own net. He'll start to work his way out. He's got a bit of room. Now makes the pass ahead for Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald in across the line. Has Deal with him. Also had DeViller there, but the puck is knocked away and out to center as we near the midway point of this third period. Pass ahead for Deal. Gordon Deal working down to the corner, tries to get the puck to the front of the net. It's batted away. Puck is cleared to the line and just out. Now Deal and Tipton race for the puck. Tipton gets to it first. He takes a bump into the end boards from Deal. Another Mariner defender in there as well as Fitzgerald. Now the puck is picked up by Turton. Or no, that was Tipton. Tipton gets knocked off the puck. DeViller coming up. He'll use the boards and gets it down deep into the South Shore zone. Stolen away there by Vaughn, and it ends up coming free to Tipton. He'll play it ahead. That was Beliveau who played it ahead to Tipton. Now picked up in neutral ice by Christensen. He'll come in. He's got Lex D'Entremont with him. Christensen looks to get a shot to the far post, put it wide. Sent back down below the goal line. Lex D'Entremont gets it out in front. There's a chance. They stuff away at it. Eisner makes a save. It's still loose in front. And now Bizot able to clear it to the far wall. Out to center. Here comes Beliveau with the puck. Beliveau, he's got Heartland coming up to join him. Beliveau gets the shot away. And the save made by LeBlanc. And he'll hang on for a face-off. 6:17 left to go in the third period. Meanwhile, down the street at the Keating Millennium Center, it is still 1-0. In the third period in favor of the Antigonish Bulldogs. They're into the final 10 minutes or so there. They may be even further along in that than that indication, but I believe I just said that, but there you go. In case you didn't believe me, you heard it over the PA system as well. Bulldogs lead 1-0 in the other semifinal game. I don't know. Okay, I'm from out west. I need somebody to explain something to me. Crossover game implies there were pools and you cross over to the other pool. A semifinal game is a semifinal game. It's only a crossover if you had pool play to begin with. Why is it always called crossovers out here in Nova Scotia, whether there were pools or not? If somebody could explain that to me, please. Meanwhile, Yarmouth takes a penalty. If somebody has the explanation, send it to me on Twitter. At PetterPC_sports is the Twitter handle. You can send it to me on Facebook as well. I may not get it for a while, but send it to me on Facebook if you so choose. But the question, again, is a crossover implies that there were pools and you cross over to play against the other pool. There were no pools. When there are events without pools and there are just semifinals, why is it called a crossover? I never heard that term used out west in any tournament that I was ever involved in any kind. If there wasn't pool play, it was never referred to as a crossover game. It's just an odd idiom of the language here in as we get Amiro's interference penalty. And the penalty came with 5:29 left to go in the third period. And now we get a little bit more rough stuff here as the Mariners a little bit frustrated that their season may be coming to an end. And scheduling note, Chaba, if you're watching, you can delete tomorrow's game from the schedule. The weeks are Nova Scotia under 18 AAA, or not AAA, major champions, and they will be going to the Atlantics. They are my hometown team, so yes, I am a little excited. Understandably so, I hope. Risser gets the puck ahead to Bizo. Down into the corner. Risser still with it. Now Bizo behind the net. Gives back to Risser. Turton gets it down below the goal line. Bizo with it back again. 50 seconds left in the power play. Pass intended for Turton, but it's broken up by Colby Dion, and he gets it out to center. So the Lumberjacks have to work it back into the zone. Turton will dump it in. 35 seconds left in the power play. 4:04 left to go here in the third period. As it looks like the Lumberjacks look fairly comfortable to advance to the championship game. And quite possible it will be the Antigonish Bulldogs who will be their opponent, but again, it's only a 1-0 scoreline there. And whomever it is that the Lumberjacks play, we will have that game for you from here at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Penalty to Amiro is finished. The Mariners may still have a miracle comeback in them. Let's not take that away from them. But the Lumberjacks do look relatively comfortable with a 3-goal lead and just over 3 minutes left, especially when you consider how well their defense has played in this tournament. Behind the net with the puck is Tipton. Tipton gets it over to Feener as the Lumberjacks continue to just work clock with the puck down below the goal line. They will gladly just eat away and eat away and eat away at 60 seconds per minute for less than 3 more minutes. Now the Mariners able to get the puck up to center. Here comes Amiro. He'll dump it down into the Lumberjack zone with 2:40 left to go in a 3-goal game. If the Mariners are able to get some sustained possession, we will keep an eye on Rylan LeBlanc. But the puck is played out to center, and here comes a breakaway for Beliveau. Beliveau coming in all alone, and Beliveau ends up putting it onto the backhand and rolling it just wide. Now Beliveau gets it back, goes over to the far side. There's a shot, a save made by LeBlanc. 2:18 left to go. Mariners get possession. They'll flip the puck out to center. Vaughn turns it back the other way. Now it's dumped deep into the Lumberjack zone. 2 minutes left. Rylan LeBlanc doesn't look to be moving as the Lumberjacks get possession. It's dumped back in by Ben LeBlanc. Why do I keep wanting to call him Sam? I don't know. Under 2 minutes left to go here, third period. Here comes Beliveau again. Beliveau tried to get a pass to Hartland. That's broken up. And out come the Mariners. 1:40 left to go. Deal down into the corner. They need to try and get 3 goals in 100 seconds. but there seems to be no urgency to get Ryland LeBlanc out of the net. Now we'll get a stoppage with 89 seconds left. And the Mariners will take their time out now. I got to admit, I'm a little confused. And I mean no disrespect to the Yarmouth Mariners here, but you're trailing by 3 goals. Why do you wait until 89 seconds left to possibly get your goalie out of the net? You had possession in the offensive zone a couple of times within the last 3 minutes. I have several questions, and I let me be clear. And actually, they're going to put Ryland LeBlanc back into the net here. So if you're going to call your timeout with trailing by 3 with 89 seconds left, why keep your goalie in the net? Leaving your goalie in the net basically says, now I'm not a coach. I haven't been a coach. I haven't gone to coaching clinics. It just seems like odd decision making to me. 65 seconds left to go as the puck is down in the Mariner zone. And the Lumberjacks are that far away from earning their spot in the game that will be played about 90 minutes from now, right here on this sheet of ice. And we will have that game for you here starting at 3 o'clock. Puck is turned over. Jaden D'Entremont will get it to the front of the net. 33 seconds left. Now D'Entremont takes a bump below the goal line. Feener trying to ring the puck around the boards. Now he'll just tie it up instead and kill a little bit more time as we're down to 20 seconds left. South Shore Lumberjacks, the number 2 team through the regular season, the number 2 seed in the tournament, will be playing for the league championship banner and trophy coming up at 3 o'clock this afternoon against either Antigonish or Cape Breton West, as Logan Eisner gets his second shutout of the tournament. To the Mariners, that will bring their season to an end. It was a great season, certainly, to get all the way to this semifinal game. A hard-fought game. 3-0 doesn't really show how close this game was. It was a very, very good battle. But the Mariners end up falling just short, as I realize now that I didn't have the right period on there for the entire third period. I do apologize for that. As I always say, in the event that there's a discrepancy between what everybody knows to be the truth and what you see on your screen as far as the scoreboard goes, it's only because I forgot to press a button. As the Mariners having a little meeting at their bench prior to the handshake, and then we'll also get the presentation of the players of the game. Congratulations to the Lumberjacks for making it to the finals. Congratulations again to the Mariners on a great season. A lot of people you could look at for player of the game for both teams. I'm not even going to try and speculate as to who it might be. For either team. And the player of the game award for this game is going to be an Ollie-bot. And if you're not aware what an Ollie-bot is, just look up the term Ollie-bot. It will tell the story far better than I can. But in and around the Antigonish area, Ollie-bots are like a very, very, very big deal. And De Viller will get it for the Yarmouth Mariners. And again, Olliebot, Olliebot. Look it up. I cannot do it justice to tell the story behind it. And yes, once you've looked it up, and Tipton is player of the game for the Lumberjacks. And yes, as my cameraman Lucas pointed out, once you've looked up what an Olliebot is, order one, order two, order three, because not only are they really cool, but they are a very, very important fundraiser for a very, very important and worthy cause. As the Lumberjacks enjoy this victory, we'll be back with you at 3 o'clock for the championship game. We will keep the stream open, but it'll just be basically blank ice for a while. I don't think there's anything going on in the hour and a half in between, as they needed to keep it open just in case we had overtimes and shootout and all of that stuff. So we will be back at 3 o'clock for the Lumberjacks versus to be determined. Whether it is the Antigonish Bulldogs or the Cape Breton West Islanders, we will know soon. Until then, on behalf of my awesome cameraman Lucas, this is Michael Penner saying may your skates always be sharp, may your shots always hit the top shelf. Final score once again, it is Lumberjacks into the finals with a 3-0 victory over the Yarmouth Mariners. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.